Hello and welcome back. This is the second episode of the Dupe Shelter. We finished up cycle 15 last time, so let's get into this. Where are we? We have a decent amount of water left over. We have 5 dupes. Everyone's got a bed, sharing 1 barracks. We have a latrine and a great hall. At least I believe it's a great hall. It is indeed a great hall. We have some volunteer bristle blossoms over here helping us out. We were actually really tight on food. Looks like we've recovered from that. I want to get this into a farm, and I want to find some geysers. I still don't see any. Alright, so let's go ahead and check the research. Where are we at here? I am going to come into brute force refinement. Then I think I'm going to go straight for generic sensors so I can get the smart battery, the automation wire, and the coal generator, and set up some smart power just to get off the manual treadmill. So let them go with that. We are building up here. We were looking to see if we could find a geyser. We didn't want to dig into this chlorine, so let's go ahead and go over here. And draw. Oh my god, look at this. This is how good I am at drawing a straight line. Okay. I am going to dig over here to get this coal. Now that I have this opened up here, this hydrogen should go up and out of the way. Go ahead and get all of that as well. Algae can't hurt. Alright, they're going to be doing that for a bit. These bristle blossoms, I don't think I am going to be able to salvage that with shine bugs up there. So probably going to just dig all this up. I'd like to get into the electrolyzer as well and set up some better oxygen. Okay, brute force refinement. Now I'm going straight for generics, internal combustion, and then generic sensors. Looking to see. Alright, I'm going to dig this out all the way over here. Yeah, we'll do that. And I'm also going to dig this ladder down. But I want to sweep that area first, so all that stuff doesn't fall in the water. Looks like we've got plenty of storage bins set up. I do need to put a water basin. What are those things called? Bottle emptier. There we go. I need a bottle emptier over here. Put it right there. Otherwise, I'm going to keep spewing polluted water, polluted oxygen over here. Now, I do have that deodorizer taking care of it, but I'd rather save the water. This has been running for a while, this algae terrarium, so we've got 1.3 kilograms of water there. But once I get this set up, I can also plumb out the bathroom. Looks like we've got something coming in the printing pod. We will take the copper. Nothing terrible here. Actually, a lot of interests. Ooh, 6 creativity. I was going to take the copper, and I didn't want a 6th dupe, but having somebody with good art skills who's interested in art, that's going to have to win. Which means I also need another bit. Just go ahead and throw that down. We can dig into that igneous rock. Or the igneous rock, kind of. Yeah. We also are going to need another mess table. So we'll go ahead and move this over. Get a couple more mess tables in there. Alright, the gases, we were talking last time about getting this big sink here, so once I break into here, I think I'm just going to clear all this out. Get a nice big CO2 cavity here. Alright, this will be a good spot for the rock granulator. I believe it's 3 tiles high. Let's go ahead and pop that down and pour this in. I did get the airflow tiles, so I can help with my base's airflow a little bit. Make sure I have somewhere for hydrogen to escape and for CO2 to escape. Of course, that's going to need power. And I built it out last time and then I forgot to destroy the little batteries. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of those. And again, these guys, they just produce a lot of heat for their size and how much power they hold. Here they're 1.25 DTUs, kilo DTUs. Same amount of heat as the jumbo battery, and the jumbo battery holds 40 kilojoules and they each only hold 10. So it's just way too much heat. Who's starving? I'll see. You're going to the bathroom instead of eating. Okay. There should be food for you. Plenty of food for you. Alright. Furniture, I do need to throw down at least one more mess table. Done too. Really low oxygen over here. But that's okay, we're still at 1.6 over here. We haven't even gone through all this oxalate yet. And how are we doing over here? Still nothing that looks like a geyser. I'm going to go ahead and prioritize this. Sweep that with a priority of 6. I use a lot of hotkeys. P is for priority, K is for sweep, M is for mop, G is for dig. I see a lot of videos online where they're always going down for the action buttons down here, but cancel, demolish, priority, they all have hotkeys. Alright, I got that iron. I am going to turn some of that iron ore into processed iron. And we'll go ahead and look at our research tree. We're done with internal combustion, going for generic sensors. I am going to go ahead and build a coal generator right down here. It'll dump the CO2 close to our CO2 sink. Not too worried about the heat. Go ahead and grab that dirt, algae. That'll be good. I am skirting it really low on food. I tend to do that in the early game. I see a lot of the streamers that I watch have 100,000 plus food reserves. I tend to not want to burn through all my dirt, so I try to make my farms as small as they need to be to support the colony. I'm actually thinking over here is a good spot for my farm, but it's going to get warm, so I'm going to need to insulate that off. Hopefully find a couple of wheezeworts and put up some rudimentary cooling with the farm. Alright, wow. Big open spaces up here. We have a cold biome. That's fantastic. There's those wheezeworts I wanted. But no geysers. Not yet anyways. Not in view. Alright, this hydrogen. How do I get over to the cold biome without bleeding out all this hydrogen into the cold biome and without letting all this chlorine just sink into my base? Alright, must think on that. Alright, I'm going to set up my standard electrolyzer setup right up in here. Do I have insulated tile yet? I do not. So once I get the battery, smart battery, I'm going to go for insulated tiles, which is temperature management, or temperature modulation right here, insulated tiles. Then I'll probably finish out this second row of research and then go straight for environmental protection and HVAC. So exciting when they sleep. I do have 6 dupes now. I could set up 2 schedules, but actually I think I probably will once I finish up this bathroom. Let's go ahead and take a look and see who's got some skills ready. Ellie, what are you doing? Farming? 5? That's great. You can be our farmer. Ashcan, cooking 5. We'll need a cook. Sounds good. Lyra, cooking 5. But you like to build, keep that up. Gossman, creativity 6. Art fundamentals. Art 101, my friend. I do not have seeds for, and I can't remember what it's called. Let me find it in this line biome here. This guy, the thimblereed. So I do need to get some thimblereed and start farming that up. Or I need to get Drecos and start shaving them. One way or the other, I need to get the thimblereed or the fiber. But anywhere I go, I'm going to risk germs. There's actually no germs in that polluted oxygen, so I think I'm going to go for that one right there. Jump up 2 tiles at a time. Ooh, that'll give me a buddy bud plant too. Alright, question. Did the bluff briar give off the floral scent? Pollen? It says floral scent. So it doesn't look like the bluff briar gives off the floral scent. So I definitely want to get some of this buddy bud and other things like it into the base. Alright, punch in a hole. Actually, let's do the same thing over here that I did. Let's punch the hole, but let's not risk leaking food, water, or mess, or vomit, or anything else that these duplicants are prone to do. Actually, let's see here. we're gonna put a pump down here, and then I think we're gonna seal it off. No need to do it down low. Okay, and there went our printing pod. What do we got? Options. Ooh. Coal is not too hard to come by. I don't usually have a coal problem. Early game though, really liking water. Nobody over here is really floating my boat, so we're gonna go with the water. Let's do 10 more iron. Have it. Alright. That's great. Now I can get that thimbleweed seed, and it doesn't even look like I have any polluted air and oxygen. Alright, polluted water here. Let's mop this up with priority 6. Again, keyboards K, and then I just hit the number 6 and it changed the priority for me. Good shortcut. Actually, I didn't notice this is still full of stuff. That as well. But I really want them to get this out of here before they start dumping water in there. This tile right here, I am going to convert to a farm tile with clay. And that's where I'm going to do a wee bit of thimbleweed farming. Alright, looks like we're done with the research that we needed. I'm going to go for temperature modulation. Alright, I can now drop down a smart battery, which I will do. Right next to there, connect the two with some power and some automation. And bring that wire up. Great. Bring this down. Wunderbar. Alright, now for the bathroom plumb. This is going to be my bathroom water. Alright, my source of clean water. A little ironic, I'm just going to pass this other one up, but this is I'm using for research, so... Let's bring this... I don't know which I can't draw straight lines. Okay. Okay. Plumbing. So we're going to come over and up, over and up. I happen to know where the plumbing alignment comes in. Once I put the toilets and sinks down, so I know where to put the pipes already. Obviously you don't see them on the plumbing overlay yet because those are still wash basins and outhouses. But I don't want to actually replace them yet until I get water, and I won't get water until I finish up all that build. Alright, did I get this thing done? Alright, let's get this done. Why don't you have power? Because the whole base doesn't have power. That's why I need that coal generator. Build, little duplicants, build! Should have one of those indeed. I'm going to set this to a priority of 6. Not only do I want them to plant that right away, but I want them to water that before they dump water in the bottle emptier. Body temperature. Oh, there it is. It's happy now. It is 22.6 and it likes to be 22 to 37. Oh, wow, it's cold. Interesting. They have so much to do, they're not running on the wheel. But I'm doing okay on oxygen, so it should be fine. Well, I've only got 6 duplicates. I've got 1 running on the hamster wheel, 2 researching. That doesn't leave a lot for chores. So once that research is done, maybe I'll take a break on the research. And we are once again short on food. So they are eating 6,000 kcal per cycle. Alright, I'm going to need to get this farm going pretty soon. I did give someone farming skill, but I don't think I can do the station yet. Yeah, so that's our next research. I believe these guys take 2 cycles. Domestic growth on a meal with 3 cycles. Ooh, okay. So I'm actually gonna be in a bit of a pickle when it comes to food. Well, I've already eaten this cycle, so I've got like 1.5 cycles worth of food. Some of these guys here, buried in the sand, buried in the various tiles here, could be food. So I can do this and go check that out. But I really want to get this toilet done. And this power. Alright, while they nap, let's see what we can do over here. So clearly, cold biome. I don't want to go through this yet. I don't have environmental protection. I don't want to lose all that hydrogen, and I don't want all that chlorine in the base. So I think I'm going to probably end up putting a door down low. Maybe I'll even just go under the hydrogen. Go under the hydrogen. That is a convoluted way to get to the cold biome, but it might be what I do. Alright, well they're going to be busy for a while building up this stuff. Hit H, which takes you back to the printing prod. That was an accident. Alright. Okay. Good news. Alright. Battery charge threshold, this thing's going to kick in when it gets to 20%. If I can get it to exactly 20. Okay. And so this one, I'm going to say only run when it's down to 10%. So they don't run on that if this is already kicking in. Alright, coal power. That should give me a dupe back for most of the day. Still charging up this battery. Gossman, stop doing that. There you go. Alright, they can finish out this plumbing. We can replace this bathroom. And then I think cycle 25 is what we're going to aim for to wrap up. I'm just going to zoom out here. So I don't use the mods, and I don't use sandbox mode, but Alt-S lets you zoom out. It does not get rid of fog of war or anything, but it does take away the overlay and allow you to zoom out further. Lots of Drekos I see. Another Morb. So I'm still zoomed out, and I hit Alt-S again, and my overlay came back. But if I try to zoom out now, it zooms me back in to the maximum zoom out with the overlay shown. Alright, I did get some more food here. There's some muckroot, some more muckroot. But obviously they ate some more as well. What I need is that farm. So they are... Oh, alright, they're done with that nonsense. We're going to deconstruct one pair of these at a time. Apparently next cycle. And then we're going to research for food. Agriculture, farm station. I don't tend to use the grill early on. I can make mush bars with my mealwood and water, which increase the amount of nutrition you get out of the amount of mealwood that you have, the amount of calories that you get, but it uses up a lot of water, so I tend not to use it. I am going to plop down a grill though, and we'll put it, I guess we'll put it there. How am I doing for seeds? Do I have any mushrooms? I do not. I'd love to get a mushroom farm with this CO2 we've got done here. Alright, this guy here, everything's done down there. I'm going to deconstruct this and wall that off. Printing pod's lit up. Oh man. I don't normally run into issues running out of copper because I try to cut over to other metals pretty early. Early game I'm going to take water again. That's a good luck in my opinion. We got that. And we did get one harvest over here of our reed fiber. I think it's 3 reed fiber to make an Atmos suit. Maybe 2. But we'll find out soon. Still have 5 tons of iron ore. I'm just going to go ahead and do this one more time. In your free time, dupes, 10 things of iron ore, please. Refined iron. And somebody's got skills ready. Professor Gossman. Alright. You really don't need astronomy yet. I'm going to go for improved carrying, so when you're not researching, you're not as useless. I love that. I try to do that improved carrying 1 and 2. It just adds so much to their carrying capacity. It is worth it. It is absolutely worth it. Alright, I've actually got some time to do some sweeping here, it looks like. Yes, I know, food shortage. Alright, they are off and running on this research, so let's go ahead and build out a farm. That was, as soon as that one's done, it's 96%, that volunteer mealwood. And I'm going to dig this out and turn this area over here into a farm. Weird, my headset just completely died on me. Hopefully everything's still working. And ha ha ha. Oh, okay. This is me on oxygen not included. I got distracted. They destroyed those 2 items that I wanted them to destroy, but I did not replace it. And since I did not replace it, there weren't enough bathrooms, and they made a mess. Of course, they made a mess directly above my clean water. Good job. Oh, the messes. The messes are real. Oh, dupes. Alright, can I do that? I can. It's so cheaty. There's not enough there so they can mop it up, even though it's underneath all this other water. Such an exploit. I will take it though. That was just bad. And I need to destroy that and hide that. Cover that up, please, so we don't have that problem again. Clearly, they can still leak into the pitcher pump. And looks like they missed that. Give that a direction. Alright, now, pausing for a second. Alright, here it comes. I was going to say, I didn't see any water last time I looked at the liquid overlay, but I had nowhere to go yet. Alright, looking good. So I can go ahead and deconstruct this and this. Wow, that would have been so much worse if I didn't have any bathrooms. Sort of a fail on my part, but so glad I didn't deconstruct both of them. Yes, I have no food. The mealwood is coming, I promise you. Alright, we can dig this out. I'm going to throw some insulated tile. Try and keep some of that heat at bay. We will go ahead and throw a door here for future use. And more insulated tile there. Alright, as far as stations go, we have the farm station now. We're going to drop that guy right there. And get this stuff growing as soon as possible. Alright, I'm just going to prioritize all this at 6. Yes, I know, you're all starving. Alright, we're going to dig out some more of these little hidden foodstuffs. That should get us past the crisis. And as soon as this becomes a farm, boom, accelerated plant growth. my dog. Here's the Amazon delivery guy, I think. You probably heard him barking in the background a few times. Apologies for that. Alright, we're starting to get some polluted water stored up. I guess all the messes being made on the floor helped out with that. Also now, of course, my plumbed bathroom will be draining into there. Let's see if I can't mop up some or clean up some of these bottles of water that are around too. I'm sure that's not helping the polluted oxygen situation. Alright, I'm fairly satisfied with that. Farm is mostly insulated. I'll have to bring this down. I'm just going to go ahead and draw it in now, even though they won't get to it for a while. But the heat is a real problem over here. Okay, sorry about that. There was a need for me to step away, so I'll have to stitch those two videos together. Alright, they don't seem to care that I told them to sweep up that water, so I'm just going to turn this to priority 6 for a bit. And I do not have crop tending skills. I had a farmer. Crop tending. Well, she's almost there. 56 out of 65. Ellie will soon be my farmer. Alright, I have this covered up. I'm going to go ahead and dig all this out. Hopefully we don't have anyone starved to death. A whopping 802 calories. I can always sacrifice myself some hatches too. This guy's 87 years old and already laid his egg. I'll go ahead and turn him into some meat. Hey, look at that. Lots of calories. How about you? 87 years old and already laid your egg. Congratulations, you're meat too. And printing pod time. Don't really care about briar seeds, can't really afford to take in another dupe just yet, so briar seed it is. So I think what happened was, I was doing fairly well on food until I brought in that 6th dupe, and I did not account for it by adding in more planter boxes. So, my bad. Alright, so one thing really good about the farm is, or the greenhouse, is that the food grows faster, but uses the same amount of dirt. At least as far as I can tell, it uses the same amount of dirt. So you're effectively using less dirt per kcal. That's my take on it anyways. Farm as quickly as possible. Alright, I do need to take out this one tile right here, just so that opens up into one room. That one gold and that was a dirt. Granite, that one block of granite's gonna drive me crazy. Alright, and then as soon as all this mealwood grows up, looks like another half a cycle or so, then I'll deconstruct all the spider boxes. Okay, I'm not sure what happened to the tail end of that video. However, I had done a little sign off and it seems to have disappeared into the ether. So we're at the beginning of cycle 26. This is as good a spot to end as any. I'm going to try and do 10 cycles a day until those cycles drag on, then maybe we'll get through 5 a day. Anyways, we've accomplished quite a bit. We got the farm built out. We got coal power up and running. We've sealed off this water and plumbed in the toilets. We did not get to my oxygen system that I want up here in the upper right hand corner. I guess that'll be a target for the next 10 cycles. But I'm done for now today. If you like what you see here, please feel free to subscribe. Leave some comments, let me know what you like, what you don't like, and I will see you guys in a couple of days with another video. Thanks.